All right, so I just want to go over today's price action, kind of give like a daily recap of what happened. Didn't take any trades today, which I'm actually proud of. I stayed extremely disciplined. My model just never presented itself, and so I sat on my hands. But I also was there for the vast majority of the AM session, up until like 10:45, which I was trying to be more cognizant of because last week I missed a nice trade around that 10 o'clock, 10:30 time frame because I left the charts too early. So, but today I came in with a bullish bias. The reason being, again, we're still trading inside this weekly fair value gap. This morning we were trading inside of this daily fair value gap. We're currently disrespecting it right now, but this morning we were trading inside the daily fair value gap here. And on top of all that, you can see it on the daily chart. That's how much price has bounced from this area. Look at these equal highs. Look at those equal highs, man. So that was my draw on liquidity for today. And what I thought might happen, because I saw these equal lows and we were ranging, so I figured, you know what, there's a possibility that we take these lows first and then start rallying towards these equal highs. Because I just didn't see a world where we left these untouched. Okay? Now, we'll eventually end up coming back for these highs. But the reason why price tanked today, if you look at ES, we actually did take those highs. Right? See that? So, a bit of an SMT divergence there. Right? We didn't take them on NQ, but we did take them on ES. So these equal lows ended up being the draw. This ended up being the draw. And yeah, on top of that, I want to see where we are right now in terms of this weekly fair value gap. We've definitely breached equilibrium at this point. So that's that. Finally did that because last week came close, but we didn't actually tap into equilibrium. Now we have. But extremely bearish day after a lot of choppiness / ranging that we had last week and the week before. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy I didn't take the trade today. What I was looking for, like I said, was to sweep these lows then go higher. So once we did that, right, I looked here and then I looked here for any sort of distribution to the upside after we took those lows, and we just didn't get any of that. Right, we didn't get anything. The one time price tried to make a move was here, and I didn't get in off of that. I would have targeted is this low enough? Yeah, I would have targeted this 15-minute fair value gap. Would have been my low-hanging fruit objective. So looking for a bit of a pullback after we sweep the relative equal lows on the 4 hour / 1 hour. But yeah, I didn't take it because look, I mean, price is just extremely choppy on the way up here. Extremely choppy. Showed maybe an inkling of a sign that it wanted to go higher with this candle here. I mean, it didn't even really leave a fair value gap. It actually didn't leave a fair value gap. So there was nothing for me to really enter off here. Another reason I'm happy with the way I traded today is because I looked on Twitter, and there's this guy on Twitter that I really think seems to be like a very sound trader. Like from what I can tell, right? I mean, I don't know the guy personally, so could he be putting on a really good facade? I guess, but he shares his trades. He seems legit. So I look up to this guy in a way because he trades the 2022 model like me, and I'll show you. And this isn't to diss him at all, because like I said, I look up to the dude. But let me pull this up. But here it is, yeah. So, as you can see, he ended up taking a trade here. I actually don't know. We can read through some of the comments here. I actually don't know why he ended up taking this trade. Initially, I thought that he saw a fair value gap here, but looking closer, there wasn't. So I'm not sure exactly what he was looking for as far as the entry, but I asked him, I said, were you looking for what I was looking for? And he essentially said yes. So we were looking for the same thing, which is good to see. But yeah, follow this guy if you don't on Twitter, Bulletproof Trader. But yeah, so I'm happy that I didn't execute all last week. He was executing on winners, and I was like, fuck, like there were definitely some opportunities last week that I just didn't execute on, which is something I wrote down, like I have to execute like a robot. But in my opinion, this, maybe if this left a fair value gap, then there's something to be desired there to enter, but my model really didn't present itself here. But yeah, that's the day in a nutshell. The reason it went lower is because we did end up sweeping those lows, or sweeping those highs, on ES, just not on NQ. So yeah.